Well, it's 11 minutes past 12 on the penultimate day of April, the first true day of the wet for 2014, I would say. And we're just going to walk across here to the entrance, or one of the entrances of Tangari, and then we're going to walk across the oval to the prey foliars in Tangari. As I said before, when I first came here, it was like an outer suburban wilderness sort of thing, you know. It was really eerie and scary, and as I said, I think it was either 89. It was the year before Robert Gibson came over anyway. If he came over in 1990 when it was 89, Chado Chedick rang me up, I think, gave me some details. I think I've still got the note of the actual details written down from the phone. I think I've still saved that. But as you see, I filmed that, or I photographed that last year. You can see it's aged a little bit more, so it must have been fairly new last year, I would say. Oh, there's a chill in the air now. Almost coming, it's definitely sort of coming across the Antarctic, I would say. And I'll put that there, and you can pause the thing and read it at your leisure sort of thing, or I might take a screenshot out of it. As I said, I've learnt to I've decided, you know, I just take screenshots out of these. It's only half HD sort of thing, and it's the quality of my movies, and the screenshots are not that wonderful, except when I do close-ups, then they are quite good. So, you know, that's what I'm going to be doing. There's already a couple of people over there at the car park. If you can see that in the distance, probably not, because I've got a wide angle. But as you can see, this is quite a massive oval, and really it's got this really weird soil on it, sort of not quite spongy, but as I said, it's useless in winter as a rugby football oval, and in summer it dries out and cracks up, and you know, it's got this sort of weird sort of soil, you know. It sort of can be muddy, and then it can be sort of almost like silty, fireball. Here we go. See these cracks? Well, now the rain, I mean, that's closing up because of the rains have just got here. But believe me, you know, at the height of summer, it's useless. Can't play cricket on it. I mean, it's not even. It never stays even because of the cracks. It's almost, as I say, it's so weird, it's charming. Yeah, see this? That's why I thought I'd take you across this, because, you know, as I said, you've got this side here, and then you've got all the plants down there. And you've got to ask yourself, you know, does it have something to do with it? Is the water absorbed in here and then goes down the hill there? So basically the whole area there is a very mild soak. As I said, the prey foliars over in that part over there, they always linger on much longer into the season than you think. When the ones here are basically gone, they're still out there, sort of thing, because the moisture sort of builds up later on in the season, comes through the soil over there. So, you know, you can still have them in October, sort of thing. You know, after the third week of October, where everything else is basically died off or dying off, and yeah. So I managed to get across the oval without the clip running out, but as soon as I've said those words, the car's probably going to come to an end or something. But can you get the sense of this like surreal scenery? We've got the end of the dry or summer veg sort of thing look, with the coming of the grey. It's almost reverse eerie, like the back of the Yonk when we get to like the third week of August, which I've never quite captured on film yet, I don't think, for you. But I'm going to make a concerted effort this year. If we were actually going to have a flip year, you know. So the wet's begun about, say, 3 weeks earlier this year. I thought it might be 6 weeks earlier, but still not sure whether we're actually going to have a flip year. So don't start planning any journeys to Australia just yet until we can be certain that we've flipped over into 10 to maybe 15 years of wetter years, and then aim for Western Australia, somewhere in the middle of that sort of thing, I would say, if you're planning, you know, like a lifetimes or lifelong journey. But as you can see, the soil's now got darker, it's visibly damp. As you can see, we had enough rain last night to put a little bit of moisture in this pool down here. So maybe this is come down here and I can actually get right to the centre, and you can see here in the centre at the bottom is a bit of, well, it's not really regolith I would call it, but you know, it's sort of, it's almost a lateralised sort of piece, isn't it? But anyway, I just thought I'd bring you down here, and it's probably a good place to start a new clip from. So we'll walk up here and we'll go down there, and well, the plants should be out, but they won't have quite got to you know, with the rain now they'll expand sort of thing, and there'll be later on we'll go see Whittigreis in there, and we'll have a good explore here, and probably by the third week of May I'll take you into that site in there, but from the side where I used to take, which I've got on film on canister, but it's in the lockup unfortunately, so you haven't actually seen it yet, I don't think, and it's quite a nice journey in there. So yeah, I mean, I used to go like pedal out there with my bike and then hide my bike behind a few trees and things like, you know, that sort of thing, going that way. And then I started taking the bus once I learned I could get there very quickly by bus, and did it again, and of course then started driving with the Camry, and now I do it with a little bubble. Anyway, I started a new clip.